What's going on, guys? This is the final key in the athletic fitness workshop. Okay, the key number 10 is the most simple, but quite possibly the hardest to observe, because the standard American diet is a carbohydrate based diet. Okay, it's just at every meal, at every corner, at every turn, it's bread. Bread for breakfast, bread for lunch, bread for dinner, bread for dessert. Okay? We eat a lot of bread-based meals in this country. Alright? And it's the thing that you gotta cut out. Alright? If you really want to do this, you gotta cut out the bread. Okay? If you really want results, cut out the toast. Stop eating the muffins. Don't get that donut. You don't need that stuff. Okay? The pizza, the burgers. Alright? You gotta cut the bread. You gotta cut the bread. Alright? Not the carbs. Keep the carbs. Cut the bread. Eat mixed vegetables. Drink water. Simple, but difficult. Okay, because then when you say I'm gonna cut the bread out, you realize how much bread is really in your diet every day. Toast, bagels, donuts, rolls, croissants, muffins, pancakes, waffles, pizza, blah 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 blah. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is bread. It's bread. Alright. Problem with the bread is, like I said, everything becomes fat or it becomes sugar. Okay, bread becomes sugar, and we already talked about what that sugar is, what's happening in the body with the insulin. And if the insulin is always elevated, you're always storing fat. Okay, so you got to replace that bread with other things. Okay, other carbs. You know that fruits and vegetables is carbs. They're simple carbs. They're not complex carbs. They're simple carbs. Okay, but they're carbs all the same. They don't come with all of that. It's not as much sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's not as much sugar. Okay, so it ends up helping us. It's not as much sugar, and it's damn sure not as many calories. Okay, so you end up in a situation where you eating all this bread, and not only is it adding tons of calories to your diet, it's also it's keeping your system chock full of sugar. Okay, it's keeping the system full of the sugar. Okay, and it's making you crave more sugar. You eat the sugar, it makes you want more sugar, especially if it's high fructose corn syrup. The fructose, it makes you want more. Okay, here's the part that's worse though. Okay, flour in this country is not. You see, everybody's running around with this gluten allergy now. You think that like people have that problem all over the world? They don't. It's just in the United States. Why is that? Our food preparation is totally different over here. Okay, and they got this pesticide, herbicide, whatever you want to call it glyphosate. Okay, and glyphosate, it is toxic, and it negatively affects your gut microbiome. Okay, it destroys good gut bacteria with chronic exposure, and the intestine lining becomes permeable. Okay, as a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. Alright, so now the things that are in your gut, that's supposed to be in your gut, is leaking out into the rest of the body. Bad situation. It leads to all kinds of problems, but the main and most prominent, easily to spot one, is this low-grade inflammation. Okay, your body becomes inflamed all over, and there's this. Though you might not like to hear it, because everybody loves bread. You know what I'm saying, I love bread. I do. It tastes so good. You go to the restaurant and they bring you that nice brown bread, and it's warm, and you put the butter on it. It's so good, right? Look, everything in moderation. But if chasing something right now and you're really gonna go on this journey, I'm telling you, the best thing that you can do to make the journey smooth is cut the bread. Cut that shit out. Alright? Cut it. Alright? It doesn't mean that we can't have carbs. Doesn't mean that we can't have carbs. You can have your rice, you can have your beans, you can have your potatoes, other tubers. You can even do pasta in moderation. Okay? Moderation. But cut the bread. Cut the bread. Especially if you're going to do that pasta in moderation. Do not eat no bread. Alright? Because this stuff ain't going to work for you. Alright? So, you'd be much better off exploring vegetables and fruits as simple carb and fiber options to provide that sweet satiating effect that you want from the bread. But hey man, it's a journey. It's a journey, and we gotta go one step at a time. I just want to remind you again, okay? Fruits and vegetables are low-calorie, nutrient-dense foods. But more important than that, every fruit, vegetable, seed, and herb is medicinal, and that low-grade inflammation in your body can be cured by adding fruits and vegetables to your diet. Okay? There's plenty of phytonutrients that have anti-inflammatory effect. Okay? A lot of them do, and they will heal your body. They will heal your body. And you start doing that intermittent fasting, your body is going to heal itself. Okay? I'm looking on my sheet. That's really all I really want to say to you guys is cut the bread, keep the carbs, eat the fruits and mixed vegetables, and drink water. Drink water. Cut out the diet soda, this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, man, there's plenty of people in this fitness industry that is going to tell you you could have diet soda. It's actually going to help you lose weight. Man, these people is full of shit. I don't mean to cuss. It really gets me upset. It really gets me upset because people don't want to put down their addictions even for a time, even just for a time, to accomplish a goal. Don't let that be you. You're better than that. Alright? So hit me up in Telegram. Let's check you guys later.